Yo! Welcome! Today we're gonna continue the playthrough of Valentine's Snowball fight. Let's hop right in. So, as usual, just let me know if the sound is fine, if for anyone that's actually listening. And we'll go ahead and hop right in with episode 2, and we'll be finishing off with episode 3 for this stream. Alright, Gunamikola, show me the big meme where you fall on me all over again. Yo, Prisma, glad you're enjoying your game Persona 3. I heard it was more enjoyable as a starting off game than Persona 4 in the very least. Or Persona 5, I don't know. In any case, I tried getting into series, as you know. It didn't work out too well, but glad that you guys are enjoying it. Valentine Snowball Fight, subtitled, well, not translated. Chapter 2, Snowballs over the Frosty stage. Alright. What's the deal, Tansama? What's he hinting at? A person over there is literally shaking their boots. Is the guy in yellow really that scary? Sure wish I had the same effect on others. Wait, I've gotta get to base. Hurry! Never mind that, though. This is supposed to be a briefing. And a briefing for the first round of the game proper. I have nothing to contribute, however. I trust you all to use your best judgment out there. Good luck. Huh? Got it! Ready to roll. Oh, wait. Please, stay where you are. I don't think the others are ready to go quite yet. Just please, wait for a moment, brother. Though if you were to promise not to return, I'd feel much more. Oh, but you'd inevitably. At any rate, please just wait a bit. Your Excellency, if I may be so bold, I cannot grasp what you intend by sending us out without a solid strategy. There is no deeper meaning behind it, Councillor Tantoma. Or rather, since we are not now teammates in a child's game, perhaps I should simply call you Tanatoma for the time being. I beg of you, Your Excellency, do not toy with me so. It's a great honor, of course, but I am not worthy. Oh, very well then, Counselor. To reiterate, I have no instructions. I merely wish for you all to enjoy this exercise to its fullest, as you see fit. Of course, Your Excellency. If that is your wish. Not that I am naive enough to accept those words at face value. This must be a ploy to weed out the disloyal among us. Mogus. Or perhaps it's a test of interference to see who best can intuit your plans without a single order given. Either way, I'll have to show you I can follow your lead no matter what. Otherwise, I'm liable to be tossed aside. Yo, Zenu, welcome. That is all. Please give it everything you've got out there. Particularly, you, my brother. Or... No. Ayrton. Sure, I'll do my best. Oh, there. I do not believe it's necessary for you to get quite that close. Please, do step away. Yeah, I don't think we ever saw a character this off-put by us since, like, Cutie Show. And that was only just within his lore files, really. Or maybe even Aizen. But I think even Aizen slightly warmed up to us, but Yoritomo is quite agitated with their presence. Waiting for Hot Springs. Same. I'm looking for Juran's first translated event. It's kind of funny how his event, or rather his variant, or what am I saying? How he debuted first in Valentine Fantasy with Boogeyman, rather than his actual event. So, looking forward to that when it does get translated this year. But yeah, as we're continuing off the story, it seems that Tanatomo has intuited there is some plan that Yoritomo has been concocting. We still don't know what it is yet, but it seems I was right on money. But I don't know what exactly it entails quite yet. I demand that you stay far from... you're to be, a reservist. You'll act freely unless called upon. Though, regardless of what I tell you, I know you'll do as you please and bring us the greatest gains while causing only chaos. Just as I expect from a pencil pusher. A dull and insipid briefing unlikely to inspire even a flea. Your troops are off to do battle. They deserve a good, galvanizing spiel from the home front. You seem to have a rather grandiose perception of what a briefing should entail, Commander. I never took you for the type. That's because I see this as an enjoyable real fight rather than just another part of the job. Why should my heart not sing for it? Never mind the fact that I no longer have a beating heart at all, of course. Oh, was that an El Dorado joke? Anyway, yeah, let's do this thing. That's the spirit. During the course of this event, too, please feel to call me... Perhaps. Tezzy Wuzzy War Kitty, perhaps? If you're so keen on this, Commander, then I concede my delegate status to you. You may galvanize however you see fit. I'll just go soothe my troubles in Mount Hakone Hot Springs. Apparently, a spot has been reserved for me on my behalf. A battlefield stands before you, yet you trade sword for towel. What say you, my other half? Is this warmonger behavior? You're not into this, Yoritomo? I think I get it, and I do sympathize. Definitely sympathize, given this event. I wish I could be bathing with Yoritomo. Let's not be that. Actually, let's be that. I don't know what your thoughts lie beyond that intense look in your eyes, but I'll thank you not to stare. May I be permitted to say one more thing before stepping down? It's your role to dig deeper. What's on your mind? Imagine how it feels to see our winter training replaced by a mere game. Were you registered without your knowing as a delegate? Absurd sculptures erected in your likeness. Thank you for pointing that out. I like when they point out their actual statues. I think they did that for Mystic Christmas too. Although I believe they never even bothered to gander towards the dead statues or, you know, figurines during what's called Sunshine Christmas. The guild's budget is spent on needless gadgets, and we have with us... never mind. Just answer me this, oh great Commander Tezcatlipoca. Are you so delusional as to genuinely think we might enjoy this farce? A little late to lodge a complaint, don't you think? The event's already begun. I recommend making the most of it. You're the last person I'd ever take such advice from. But no matter. I suppose I'll stick around after all. If only to tip my hat at you for organizing all this entirely behind my back. Let's see the sinking ships through to the end. He does have a point. To orchestrate this entire thing behind his back, given Yoritomo's intelligence network, is quite impressive in its own right. That said, I take back my delegate status, and to all of you gathered here, awaiting my strategy for this first round, I have nothing to contribute. Use your best judgment. That is all. As you say, Your Excellency, we will make you, proud. You heard him, people. Don't let him or the Warmongers down. Give us everything you've got. Right, you got it. You can count on us. He didn't exactly inspire us. Oh, let's do this, I guess. His Excellency said we should each use our best judgments, so that's exactly what I intend to do. Always such a stick in the mud, my counselor. Did you forget the part where we were also told to have fun? That's the part I'm looking forward to here. I'm usually cooped up in clinics, so this ought to be a breath of fresh air. And since it's Snowballs we're dealing with, fingers crossed we won't see any injuries. That'd be a real breath of fresh air. Even I think you may be taking things a bit too far, Counselor. This is less a battlefield and more a playground. You are both more than welcome to have all the fun you'd like, provided you win. Failure is not an option. And you're more than welcome to push yourself all you like, but if you fall down and hurt yourself, I will pull you out of there and tell you about my Chapter 10 backstory again. Well, do try to have some fun, Tomo. I need to put so much weight in this. Let's all just try to enjoy ourselves. Not you two. I swear, life must be a picnic for those of you who don't ever have to use your heads. His Excellency did tell us to exercise our best judgment. But if that best judgment is reckless and leads to our loss. At any rate, in this particular battle, I suppose I'm just another grunt. There's no need to act as a counselor here. That's a spirit counselor. The town of Housamo? Indeed, counselor. To the front lines with us. I shall follow your lead. I don't think he got the picture, but sure. Much obliged, Yasuori. Please sure you don't take your eyes off me. I'll show you what real flower of the battlefield I am. Well, I guess Tamtone does not mind. I prefer the grass to the flowers myself. That's better and with far more medicinal properties. Doctor, such a narrow-minded view. Are some flowers not poisonous? And is poison not a medicine all its own? Amigos y amigas! Briefing time is now over. Everyone, please move to their positions in the field. Amigo! And our combatants have arrived at the field, briefed and ready for action. Let's give our best wishes to all the fighters and greet them all with a great big cheer! Woohoo! Yeah, boy! Lovely, lovely. Gracias, mis amigos y amigas. Now, let's keep that energy going. The real team battle begins now. The rules are the same as before. Striking an opponent with the snowball gets you a point. However, there is one twist from here on out. Anyone struck by a snowball is considered out and must leave the field. Ugh, tough rule. I kind of don't like those rules from experience because it's like you can get out early and then you just watch everyone else have fun without you, which sucks. For the same reason, I'm not a big fan of Battle Royale games. Once you've been judged as hit, your item will be locked, and we ask that you please leave the play area in a timely manner. Is everything clear? Then let's get this show on the road! Is your snow tank filled and ready to go? Are you prepared to rain down a snowy apocalypse on your rivals? Then round one is ready to commence. The countdown begins now! 10 seconds to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Alright, snowpocalypse time. Let's snowballs fly. Here we go. And they're off. This first move seems to be... Oh, how I've longed for this moment. All these warmongers and Earthen as well. The battlefield positively radiates with love and determination. May our collective passions collide here on this day. Whoa, Jacob, you should stay more covered than that. If you go it alone, you're liable to. There's no need to worry, Gomikura. Lord Jacob knows us standing well. Quite right. He is an army unto himself. For him, this is practically just a warm-up. He is merely stretching his legs. An army unto himself? Don't make me laugh. We'll show you an army! Green, who chooses brass knuckles as a gimmick item? This is gonna be easy. Surround them, troops! Surround and attack! Root him in place and let him have it with snowballs. Encirclement followed by concentrated fire? That's quite the power play. Too bad it won't succeed. Amazing! Jacob has managed to dodge every single snowball! All by gracefully swinging his upper body just out of the impact zone. Oh, Jacob's jump scare. Is that a... Now that I know what his power-up is, brass knuckles, apparently that's like an extendo arm he has? Sure. Ugh, so hot and love Jacob. Sure, if you're into that. Also, welcome, Joe. Hope work wasn't too much trouble for you. He's tracing a figure 8 in the snow. From his deft dodge, he is moving straight into a counter. Of love, no doubt. What kind of super soldier is this guy? Running right into the line of fire? Nobody can read his movements. Are you saying shit like that? I don't know. Jacob is, if you're into hot pink, sure. Yo. And Jacob pulls off a double KO, which is impressive since this was supposed to be just a simple snowball fight. Should he be covered up? Given the snow? I've never seen such a spectacle in a snowball fight before. The field is overrun with warriors who defy all expectations. My sights are set. Just you wait. These fists shall be upon you before you know it, Tarzan. Oh no, he's gonna fist us. Jacob is really cleaning house. Our opponents are dropping like flies. His skill truly is remarkable. No matter how much times you see it in action, I can't help but consider how much I've yet to learn. It says if he's able to sense the incoming snowballs with all his being removed just enough to evade them by a hair's breadth. With a fighting style like that, it's no wonder he always flies solo. Coordinating with the group only serves to encumber him. Though he's never had much aptitude for remembering complex tactics, so perhaps it's simply the style that suits him best. Fist you, please? I'm actually not into fisting. It's a bit too much for me. Well, maybe it's not too much for me, more like it's in the realm of dildos. Like, I don't get this sensational appeal to it, but that's another story. I see. I mean, I don't, but I get the gist at least. A man of respect gets me fired up to do better, too. Go team! We can't let him show the rest of us up. Let's follow Jacob's lead, everyone. Woohoo! The missionaries are brimming with confidence and making a steady advance. Oh, but the warmongers aren't taking it quietly. It seems the challenger approaches. I've had no idea you mushrooms had such powerful adversaries in your ranks. I can't even imagine how hard you must have trained to be able to pull this off. Things are really starting to get exciting now, wouldn't you say, Zabanya? Indeed, Lord Arsalan. Opportunities for such as this do not come along very often. I give all my all to fight now, and shall observe all due penance for the indulgence later. It's a game. There's no due penance here. Seriously. How do you always manage to be so uptight all the time? It's a spandex, you see. Hey now, you two. I'm afraid I can't allow you to pass. Well, if it isn't Dr. Chapterton himself, certainly didn't expect to see a field medic on the front lines. Game or not, this is a direct challenge, and I do intend to take you upon it. Looks like I've got a couple of live ones on my hands. Go easy, Neil, yeah? I'm not a helpless doctor here, after all. Amazing to see you hold the line here alone. Do you fancy yourself an army of one as well, or are you simply outnumbered? Thank God, not this. Yeah. By the way, what episode this is? This is episode 2. We're gonna be doing episode 2 and 3 today, since we finished the prologue as well as chapter 1. So yeah, this is just part 2. Part 3 is gonna be 4 and 5, and part 6, or part 4 is gonna be chapter 6, 7, and the epilogue. How about you figure that out on your own? All you gotta do is stand still for a second and... Now! All units, prepare to engage! Ready! An ambush! Don't feel bad, you might not believe it, but I've seen my share of battles too, and picked up a few tricks along the way. Looks like I also got a different writer since I'm not talking about chapter 10 anymore. Oh, good for you. Seems like we underestimated our opponents, Ibanya. But we can't go down without a fight now, can we? First thought. I shall accompany you into even the deepest quagmires until this body gives out. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I will be. You ate your goldfish. I have no comment on that. Whoa. Now, weren't you supposed to be the Guild of Love and Service? Guess I won't be letting my guard down either. So many twists and turns! This is only round 1! It's nigh impossible to predict where this fight will be taking us next. With roaring fighters in the ring and snowballs flying por todos lados, one simply cannot look away! Amigos y amigas! And look! It seems yet another contingent is making the move now! Who could it be? I shall cover you. Counselor, you may unleash! I hereby request the opening act and the general rabble to get off the stage. Gatling snow gun? Let's wait for it to run out of ammo, then counter. Recant. The other one is providing covering fun. There's no pause for us to explode. It's kind of unfair, but I guess it's just the commander's perk. What was the downside of a commander being hit out again? I forget, but it was like a nasty penalty from what I believe. So I guess they got a bonus as a result. A perfectly coordinated combo attack by Tantomo and Yasuyori. Yasuyori provides cover to account for Tantomo's Gatling reload. Classic and overwhelming. The missionaries are on the mat. It was like a movie where it doesn't run out of ammo. They literally just explain how it doesn't run out of ammo. I'm not saying it doesn't run out of ammo. I'm talking about how he even has a Gatling gun in the first place. Well done, you two. Let's clear a path to victory, Tantomo. Get around Yasuyori. You know what? We already played with Yasuyori. We already had as fun as him. I don't really care about Tantomo near as much as Yasuyori, but it is his event. And plus, Yasuyori's own chance for character development, he completely flopped during Sunshine Christmas, so Tantomo it is. That's what I'm doing. I have no choice. His Excellency ordered me it, and I intend to follow those orders to the letter. You should watch your own back at the moment, however. For whatever reason, the enemy's delegate seems to be gunning for you. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't hesitate to use you as bait and lure him in for the kill. But I've received no such orders on this occasion, so I'd instead advise you to unleash the beast within before you fall flat. That was extra information you did not need to convey, Tantomo, but sure. Well, I would. You heard if I do. What nonsense are you spouting off now? Since you don't seem to understand the situation, let me spell it out for you. I am the one who wins hearts. Never is my heart won. Direct your affections towards the angels of war. Are we clear? Let the wolf out. But careful, I've got two wolves inside me. We must act with caution. That crazy tank of love bulldozing is way across the battlefield. It can wipe us all out. You should conserve your strength. Then when the time is right, break off on your own and engage him up close. Actually, if I'm being quite honest, I'd quite like to see that. I imagine it would be quite a show. I said quite 3 times, even though it was said twice. Now then, until we can get you under his nose, let's just cut down some fodder, shall we? Come, Yasuyori, all over inside me. Yasuyori. What's going on? I can't look away. I feel like maybe I should go introduce myself. Is that Shinya? This is probably Shinya. What can I do? My heart is pounding on my chest. I've never felt this way before. I know we're in the middle of a match, but even so. Ah, there he is. I'm sorry about all this. Anyway, here we have the real MVP of the missionary side, finally making his grand entrance. Give it up for Shinya! His moves don't seem particularly intricate, yet for some reason, he's a super shooter who never misses with a snowball. Or rather, it almost seems as if the Warmongers soldiers step into the line of fire willingly. It's truly a sight to behold. At this rate, it would seem victory is assured for the missionaries. Oh no, Tantomo's getting enraged. These being the warmongers, and in a battle situation no less, I thought maybe my charm wouldn't have the same effect. But I guess there's no getting away from my rule that easily. They're coming from behind now, all over me. I guess since he's aware of the invaders' tactics of like mental manipulation, he figured the warmongers would be, immune to that too. But it seems not in this case. Not bad, Shinya. But how about facing up against me? Why do I have a gimmick item? Well, I guess everyone has a gimmick item. I don't remember them saying that the commanders got privileged items, so I guess they just showcased what they picked off in the end. Don't know why, but you feel like Shinya was holding the gun in a timid way and looked away while shooting them a lot, but that is very specific. Oh, that's right. You're not affected by my rule, are you, Arthur? I'm actually not very good with real competition, but I've always wanted to try giving it my all in a head-to-head challenge. We can go head-to-head. I'll give you head, you give me, and you can give me head. No, stand back. I know you're foaming at the mouth of a real fight, Arthur, but it seems as though you've forgotten what he told you. Now then, Shinya Tennoji of the missionaries, I know all about you. Time to tell me the warmongers, was it? What is it you know about me exactly? The nature of your power, of course. I may be fighting as a lowly grunt in this game. Well, I'll have you know I'm a war counselor. And I know what it's like to have the power that's out of one's control. I can very much sympathize with your plight. I see. Seems you really do know a few things about me. That being the case, I'm surprised no one hit them both during this monologue. I wasn't finished. Let me continue monologuing. I sympathize with your plight, but everything else about your power. I despise. Most of all, how you use it. Or rather, how you don't. You've been given a gift, yet you always attempt not to exploit it, but to suppress it and suffer. Beauty, attractiveness, is a power all its own, no different and no less useful in battle than valor and ingenuity. Those who possess such power are obligated to play their part in the stage that is this world. To do otherwise is but a waste. And you, I think Perrin said the same thing actually during chapter 13, to call his power a waste. And you possess a greater attractive quality than my own, an affront that simply cannot be ignored. No, what did I say? What did I say? God fucking damn it. Yasuri, are you just about done being mesmerized by someone other than me? Unfortunately, the log does not show your choices, which I think is dumb. I wish it does. Fucking unthirsty. What was I doing? We can discuss that at length afterward. For now, you need to prepare yourself to fight. Oh, he was charmed by Shinya. And Tanjiro pulled him out of it. That's kind of funny. As do you, Shinya Tenoji, for you are about to receive a lesson of your life. This here is my boy toy, not yours. A lesson in what it means to be a lone soldier, and the miserable end that awaits all who choose the way of the firearm. Wow, Joe being very vindictive, truly channeling his Starbucks era of being bad customer service. Sorry, but I definitely didn't understand very much of what you just said. Ayrton clicked through it but too fast by accident. I at least got that you don't like me very much, though. And I thank you for that, because now I feel like I'm properly participating in this event. Let's go! Cupid! No holding back! Okay. Was that just part 1? That probably was just part 1 of episode 2. Yeah, okay, we're going to continue with episode 2 now. Well, it's only been 3 minutes. Oh, you're very good with servicing, you say. Good to know. I'm actually not a fan of coffee, though. I'd probably just get like a hot chocolate or like a cappuccino, frappuccino, anything that has tons of sugar in it. Coffee by itself, not a fan. My first memory from long ago is of my hometown, the village of Hakone, specifically of snow falling over me, blanketing my eyes. Still unsure of who I was back then, the light reflecting off the white snow was almost blinding in its brightness. Who was the native of Hakone? They said Chernobog was, but I don't really remember who else was. It's Japanese, so I'm guessing this is Tantomo, but I don't know. You only drink it with sugar. Black coffee is actually so gross it tastes like battery acid. For real. I'd compare it to that, or like, you know, essentially the the fluid you'd find in the bottom of like an old garbage bin. So yeah, I'm not a fan of black coffee at all. So bright as to make me lose sight of anything and everything else. I was born here to a mother who drifted into town as someone's prize, a father who died in battle before I ever even saw his face, and a family who were wiped out by dissidents. How was my drink? Very tasty. There's water. This is town trauma? Okay, good to know. And now I can commit to it fully. In order to hide my name, my identity, and my warrior heritage, I joined a traditional dance troupe, living every day in hopes that upon the next, my vengeance could be realized. And it was realized. I avenged my father's death with these very hands. However, that vengeance was not achieved on the battlefield. There was no honor in it. It was an act of assassination in the killer's own bedchamber after currying favor through deception and lies. In other words, I totally rizzed him up. My gaunt, pale hands had now been stained red, and just like that, I'd lost the only purpose I ever knew in life. This sole act had been the only goal I'd ever set for myself. I concealed everything I was all these years, just for this moment, and now the moment had passed. I hadn't chosen this way of life for myself. I was simply born onto this path. I forgot to eat dinner before this. Ugh, I'm so hungry now. Someone, please, give me a reason to live. Someone, please, give me new orders. I can be a soldier. If you tell me to dance, just watch and I can dance beautifully. But if you don't give me the order, I won't dance at all. I can't. Hey, squid. Nice. You'd like me some tentacles. You don't want me to dance? Then use me as fodder for your sword. There's no need to hesitate. And yes, I really do mean it. Just cut me down. No wonder he's so subservient to Yoritama. I thought it was out of fear, and I'm sure part of it is, but it seems like he's volitionally doing it. I've come so as far as I have solely to strike down another, after all. So when I say I'm serious about this, believe me, I am deathly so. A lot more character development than Yasuragi got with his own reprieve and sunshine. Get ready. I'm going to show you how the Warmongers takes care of business. And drive into your brain just what it means to live by the way of the warrior. You feel no affection towards me at all, do you, Tanatomo? I am as a blade for those to whom my fealty has been pledged. And what good is a blade if it wavers in the face of its mark? Well, all I can really say to that is thank you. Sincerely. Sorry if that sounds weird, it's just, it makes me feel like I can take part in this fight on the same level as everyone else. Thanking me for showing you animosity? You truly do have a knack for playing with the feelings of those around you. No matter though, let's see if you feel the same way once I've added you to my score sheet in your Tennoji. I'm not about to go down without fight, at least. Let's do this! Cupid! This is it, folks! The first major clash between two captains, and neither is backing down. Feel that sexual tension in the air? You move well for someone who specializes in shooting stationary targets. I move well? I'm not so sure about that. I think you're overestimating my abilities. That wasn't a compliment. Do you not comprehend sarcasm? Allow me to show you what your lack of training has wrought. Cupid! A pincer attack? No! Tanatomo! Rush over! Counselor! Rest in peace. Would you look at that? Yasuyori has bravely thrown himself in the path of Cupid's surprise attack! What a way to go out! Tanatomo! That was a bold move. But it's over now, Shinya Tennoji. I have the high ground. Is this a Star Wars meme suddenly? I'm out. I'm so sorry, my Aoyama teammates. I've let you down. Amazing! Tanatomo coolly returned fire, and Shinya is now down. The Warmongers have suddenly turned the tables! But not without sacrifice, it seems. Honestly, you haven't changed a bit since the day we first met, Yasuyori. But if you truly wish to be my shield so badly, far be it from me to stop you. At the risk of angering you further, Counselor, I must admit, I would do it again in a heartbeat. Even if we were upon the battlefield, in a live fire situation, I would not hesitate to cover you like this. What are your thoughts on this, Ayrton? I'm with Yasuyori. I do the same. Don't think I could stop myself. In fact, you know, just to be in character, even though I'm not sure if I would personally, since I don't really know nor care about Tanatomo that much. It is a matter of fact that the MC of this game has stopped himself without really thinking about it a number of times. To protect someone else, that is. That being the case, I'll say this once and once only. Yasuyori and Arthur, listen well. If one were to liken the battlefield to a chessboard, each piece thereupon has its own part. Nay, its own role to play. Should one of those pieces fall in trying to protect me, it opens a gap in a line that may not be so easily filled by another. Now, to sacrifice yourself in a captain's place is one thing. Just be sure you never take a hit for a fellow grunt. On the battlefield, should worst come to worst, it is appropriate for you to lay your life down in service of your counselor. And I am willing to charm you only inasmuch as it inspires you to do just that. I hope you understand. The affection you feel for me is planted. It's not real. You're being manipulated. You need to stop dancing for others so easily. Well, this is rather frank of Tantomo to break the illusion. Third choice, yeah. That was one of the chapter titles in chapter 12, I believe. One facing Shiva. He doesn't even want it, so I wouldn't do it. You know who would do? Lulu. Lulu isn't here, so you're safe. Yeah, I'm surprised Luster isn't here, given it's such a thing. Fakes, how can she stand after all? Exposed. Hold it right there, Tantomo. Let's give Yasuyori a chance to respond. I don't have the sensibilities to see through your deception, Scoutser. All I can do is follow my heart. Your stubbornness will be your undoing, Yasuyori. I can only hope you'll come to understand my words before it's too late. Nice work out there. You're powerful opponents. I learned a lot from facing off against you. You didn't get hurt, did you, Shinya? Nice work out there yourself. I appreciate this concern. I had a lot of fun, though, and I will admit my ego got a little bruised. I put so much of myself into my archery training, but I wasn't prepared for how competitive I could be. So, Tantomo, would you allow me to say something as well? It's never been my plan for Cupid and me to live in solitude or anything. In fact, without Cupid around, I'd be in rough shape. So I'm really grateful to Cupid for being here with me, and I'm never shy about saying it. And I think you should do the same with Yasuyori, assuming Yasuyori really did choose this path for himself anyway. I suppose there's no arguing with that, though I do so resent being put on the spot like this. Thank you, Yasuyori, and you too, Arthur. Now then, it won't be much longer before we encounter him. Be sure not to forget your duty here. Talking about Jacob. They should put you in a Snowball, how you'd literally dominate the arena. Do you even have snow in your region? I don't know about that. No worries, I got this. Time for love to collide with love. Not sure how we can handle him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Unlike here in Toronto, we actually have experience a snowball fight. It's our natural pastime, as you see. Sometimes when we're just going out in our everyday lives, we throw snowballs and random strangers. It's completely common fare here in Toronto, you see. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're getting cold feet. But that's preposterous, isn't it? Haven't seen snow in years. Well, blame global warming, which you can blame America for. Well, a lot of places, including China, but definitely the developed world is much to be in blame here. For the moment, we have the advantage, but if he's left to his own devices, that could change in an instant. Knocking him out would be ideal, but should that prove impossible, try to at least keep him busy until the round ends. If you can manage that, then victory will be ours for certain. Ah! Here, he comes! Or is it Jacob? Yeah, Jacob. Ooh, jumping directly into that thing. Arthur, at long last. Whoever makes the first move controls the game. Are you ready? Tantomo, nice assist. Did we get him? What a splendid show of passion. Swooping in to strike after sending Arthur out as a decoy. Sadly for you. Good punch. My snowballs are packed with love and glass shards. Oh, what? How is he so fast? And Jacob comes in clutch for yet another KO. Can you put a stop to his rampage with three arm, Amor? Last time we had snow was a snowstorm in year 4. Wow, that was ages ago. How do you even remember that? Also, this theme is winning. Yeah, it's the Valentine Coliseum theme. Very cool that they skipped the intro and went directly to the epic theme. Your gimmick item suits you, Tanto. It's reckless and direct, just as you are, and reminds me a great deal of my own love. So do forgive this old fool for making quick work of you. It's just that there's only one person I wish to perceive right now. Guess our time has finally come, huh? His strength is downright absurd. It's as though he's making a mockery of modern tactics by completely nullifying them. In one single move, he changed the entire trajectory of the game. He's like a mythical warrior, yet there he stands. I've matched love and fists with many in preparation for this moment, and I think it's only made my desire for you stronger. I can hardly contain my passion that now flows through these veins. Please forgive me, for I know not what I do. No, please don't fist me! That's a lot low. Why exactly am I so loved again? All of us, I shall accept it all. Then let us speak. Not with our words, but with our fists. I can only hope that you will accept all the feelings I wish to convey. Let us begin with the fisting of love. The story ball has run. Let me just cover that face. I do not need to see that face. I remember it because it happened on Christmas Eve, and you remember seeing a total real Santa. I see. I'm pretty sure my Santa kink grew out of seeing some sort of real Santa at some point too. I'm so hungry. So hungry. Freaking dying. I can feel your love. Our true love's in proximity. Our hearts boiling over for one another. If only the sensation could last forever. Truly, it is supreme bliss. All you had today was hot chip and lie? I see, as usual. You really are strong, Jacob. I'm having trouble keeping up. I wonder if I can possibly win this. Jacob, I've come to lend a hand. Your Mikra, please keep your distance. Oh no, he's gonna sit on his face. Please sit on mine instead. Arena's told me I shouldn't intervene, but I really want help. So here we go. Get the Mikra. I've got no hope for the two of them. Surely I can't take two of them at the same time. I need to think of something fast. So cool. The time is now. Do whatever you must. Do and win. I was only commanding that. Evasive maneuvers, Gun Mikra. You must evade their attacks. Evasive maneuvers? I don't really, Gun Mikra, not now. Not a rate. Jacob fucking dies with his ass on his face. He can take them both. Can you imagine taking an elephant? I need to focus. And that's checkmate, I'm afraid. Nice work, everyone. What? You're a Tomo with a snowball launcher? Was it a deception all this time? What the? No! Oh. What just happened? It was all so sudden! Amigos y amigas, I can hardly believe my own eyes! A sudden explosion from Yoritomo's launcher, and in one fell swoop, two opponents are out! Two commanders, no less. And that's the end of the round to boot! For this first round of Valentine Snowball fight, the team in the lead is... the Warmongers! Yuck, that's Yoritomo and his pistol launcher. That's lemonade! Yoritomo! Oh, we did it! You're one round! Come on, Yoritomo, get over here! Oh, back away, please. Get off me this instant. What in the world are you thinking, my brother? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I don't understand why you're so overjoyed. Nothing particularly special or unexpected has occurred here. I still assert I trust you all to use your best judgment out there. And that's what you did, for better or for worse. Accordingly, the result was a melee. And particularly for a melee, the weak were quickly eliminated and strong left engaged in petty rivalries. Oh, so I did have an inkling about him culling the weak in this sort of strategy, but I didn't realize it was in this sense of leaving just the strong behind to lead to certain stratagems being chosen. This allowed the battlefield to stagnate, which subsequently permitted the missionaries to Delga to run free upon it. Oh yeah, I guess he means he took the lead, Jacob. Seeing his skilled moves in action remind me of the past, and made my blood run cold for a moment. Knowing Councillor Tamtama as I do, I knew that in the face of this powerful foe, he would surely be thrown to the wolves. So I chose to intervene when I did in order to cut off this freshly establishing rivalry before it had a chance to set. Amazing. I understand everything, but I almost lost it all. You foresaw just how that would pan out? Well, perhaps. Though even if you are to assume I could foresee the course of events, I would never be so boorish as to tell you. Yeah, he is the planner, as we saw in chapter 11. Next round, we shall stand on opposing sides again. It ruins me to consider, but I can only accept the reality of it. So, it seems we're swapping sides. The missionaries stay with the missionaries and the warmongers with the warmongers. Oh yeah, we're the cameramen, so I guess our task is to switch sides and get good footage of everyone. Yeah, I don't think they explicitly said it, but I'm forgetting that we would be switching sides. Please know well that we warmongers will do whatever you must to win, Ayrton. Just like we've said. We're being on the winning side most times, and presumably the missionaries will win round 2. Those words are not spoken out of an excess of pride in our own abilities, nor to underestimate our foes. We simply seek to win. If your primary interest is enjoying the game, then I'd suggest you take that up with the sponsors of this farce. Not that it would make much difference. Just as in the practice of a round, we will waste no time. The curtain rises, and we strike. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I pray that the next round concludes before I spot you on the field. He really does not want to see us at all. Hey, troublemaker. How's it feel to be the keystone in our victory? I'm glad we won, but keystone is a bit of a stretch, don't you think? That was Yoritomo, not me. He kind of stole the show in mood. Clumsy elephant for the win. If only he sat on my face instead of Jacob's. Well, not much you can do about that. His Excellency isn't exactly a people person, shall we say. Probably should have warned you about that. That may have been the reason he gave me such vague and dismissive instructions at start, however. To throw off the enemy. It's not like the enemy was listening to us, were they? I don't think they were. Sometimes, well, maybe it's our resultant behavior that would throw them off. Sometimes, I'm reminded why he's known as the Noble Source, and I shudder just imagining how many steps ahead of us he is. Streets ahead of us. On the contrary, I'm rather unskilled in the ways of complex tactics, so I found my earlier altercation to be most insightful. In that case, perhaps you could use further instruction as well, so as to ensure you don't engage in a petty rivalry of your own. What? Hey, now go easy on him. Hey, I love him have it. I could use lessons like that too. Oh, if that's your wish, then I'm happy to grant it. I'll teach you a new appreciation for all that is charming in your midst. In that moment here, Jacob, not gonna lie. Let's call it Joe if he was based, if only. To those amigos y amigas who are sulking in their victory, and those who are forced to swallow their bitter pill of defeat. We will now be entering the preparation phase for round 2. As before, please feel free to use this time for a strategy briefing. No time to relax, huh? Oops, no time for chit-chat now. Second round's coming up. Let's all try to have some fun with it, eh? Have fun, but more so for us. For it is His Excellency's orders that we win, and therefore, win we shall. I may just enjoy it this time around. I'll at least be giving it my all, so it should be a good match either way. Oh, see you all afterward. Let's make sure we really do have fun. But don't think I'll go easy on you. Laters! If? You're basically Gary too. The missionary strategy briefing should be over this way, right? Hey, Earthen! We're allies once more, huh? Hey, get me, guys, send me! Can't believe you lost the last round, but that's all the more reason to give this next one everything you got. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Let's get right into the briefing, shall we? Alright, let's do this. Didn't take very long last round, but I'm excited again. My fellow missionaries, there's only one tactic we need to employ in the coming fight. Fight with love. Rush in with wild abandon and let loose your snowballs of love. Fear not the counterattack. Just enjoy the infighting. Here it is again. Yep, tier 2. Not surprised though. He's in your sports. Don't know about that. Jacob. Same, except for like, Jacob. That's me. I don't dislike him, but like, he's something. He's okay. All right, episode 3 of part 1. I mean, if it makes the playthrough faster, I'm down for it. Like, let's be real. Jacob's role in the main story was he showed up out of nowhere with no explanation, punched a bunch of people, showed the light, and then he's like, I'm out. And then the best thing he did in the entire story was to done what should have done in the beginning, made Maria the guild leader, because she actually does all the work, and Jacob just gets credit. Meanwhile, it's like, in this story, I don't know, Fists of Love or something, that's what he does. And also Hot Pink. Reflecting upon amounting love, chapter 3. I don't think he's mysterious per se. Seems rather basic, if anything. My fellow missionaries, there's only one tactic we need to employ in the coming fight. Rush in with wild abandon. Lord Jacob, may I speak with you for a moment? But of course, anything you'd like. I'm not a man of many words, but I'll address any topic to the best of my ability. This strategy of yours is exactly the same as the one you spoke of before the previous round, if I'm not mistaken. That is correct, Lady Maria. Owing largely to the fact that this advice is all I know and all I can give. I think it might be time to let Maria take the reins. Our opponents specialize in tactical warfare and are skilled at crafting intricate, precise plans. Therefore, it seems only fitting that we act upon what we thrive at as well. As long as we are willing the greatest weapon within, we can ensure they never get the upper hand on us. I mean, that didn't work out the first time. And that weapon is, of course, love! This is the mysterious man for you, Joe? He's so deep. He's like, has such a way with words. We shall stand before them, love drawn and ready to strike. As a certain saint once said, if struck on the right cheek, turn the other also. And also, I think Jesus is beyond saint at that point. It just makes him better, okay? He'll never change you. And although it might sound counterproductive, I can attest to the wisdom and efficacy of this tactic. For nothing is more intimidating than taking blow after blow from all sides, yet brushing them all off and advancing nonetheless. Well, in this game, once you receive your first blow, you're out, so... In this case, that would be rushing towards the oncoming flurry of snowballs, ducking and weaving, and narrowly dodging each. And once you pass the barrage and are in point-blank range, you can let loose your fist and claim your victory. I think only you can do that. That's less of a plan and more of a you strategy. Narrowly dodge and advance. Alright, let's rock. Not you too, Arthur. You mustn't encourage him. Heavens, yeah! Let's go! 3 cheers for Lord Jacob! Oh no, the angels are in it too. What? Why? How are they okay with this? Well, let's see what the other is thinking. Jacob dodging Snowballs like Goku, but he could not dodge Gunmakula's ginormous ass. That tells you how large it is. It's larger than the sun itself. Lord Jacob makes good on his promises. The technique he described is how he struck down all of those angels in the first place. That's a good strategy for him, but can we have a strategy for the rest of the people? Angels are, for the most part, a very impulsive species. In the face of a greater power on the hierarchy, they will bend a knee. I remember that. It was a sight to behold. So many angels lying defeated and piled up in a mound. Alright. If there's any problem with Lord Jacob's strategy here, it's that Lord Jacob himself may be the only one who can pull it off. Yep, there it is. Actually, Lord Arslan, and the rest of you as well, if you wish to expand this strategy, I do have some suggestions. Oh, now, Lord Zabania. You know that will never do. And why not? I should think if there's anything we can do to avoid another humiliating defeat, we should do it. Oh, the pride! Zabania actually cares about winning too. I think you're looking at things the wrong way. For us, for the missionaries, this is a trial to be overcome. A trial? Indeed. We must achieve victory through the naive truce of tactics preferred. Only then will the paths be opened. Is he saying, yeah, let's just go with Jacob's plans, even though he knows that sucks? He was the one who admitted they weren't very strong, right? Yeah, he admitted that only Jacob could pull off, but he's like, yeah, let's do it anyways. So what you're saying, we are intentionally choosing the paths of greatest struggle and resistance? I had not considered that. There's depth and wisdom in that approach. Please forgive my discretion. Oh, there's no need to be ashamed, Lord Zabania. We are both but lambs in need of guidance. Let us push forward together. When do you burn snowballs? Well, probably. Jacob only needs to do one thing and it gets him bitches and credited. Well, let's at least leave some bitches for Maria too, since she does most of the work. Jacob's strategy is very Jacob. It's good to have a reassuring presence in our midst to keep us grounded, that's so. That is kind of you to say, Lord Aslan, but for all we know, Lord Jacob's strategy may prove successful all on its own. Hey, just a hunch, but was the last trans briefing just like this too? Yeah, pretty much. I wasn't too concerned with winning personally, so I didn't say anything at the time. Same here. Though, even if there were a detailed plan, I don't think I'd have much confidence that I could have kept up with it. I always try to, but then I always stiffen up without thinking about it. Trip over my own 2 feet, come crashing down. I've got trouble planning plans too, but no worries, we can do this good one, Kula. As long as we have fun, it's all good. Alright then. And good Kula and Shinya too. I wanted to express again how grateful I am for your efforts during round 1. I could feel the love overflowing from you. Let us ensure that we convey our feelings with even more passion and intensity in round 2. Crush on you, please. No, he's crushing on me. Nice work to you as well, Jacob. I'll be on your side again this round. Though I don't feel like I got to fight enough. You too? I'm always delighted to find others in this wide world who share my fervor. I shall endeavor to better employ these fists to your benefit henceforth. Whoa, 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 getting a little close, aren't we? Maybe cut back in the infighting a bit. Or maybe I should bring it up closer, me halfway. It pleases me that you and I share the same feelings. Why are you so attached to me anyways? We were never like this before, were we? Like some other transients I know. Oh, the Skelly poke. It could be the number of people. That's cold, it must be getting to me. Why is it suddenly gone so cold? I should try to warm myself somewhere. Even if you don't recall, I do. I mean, they were all pillars, but okay. I'm but an ordinary human born here in Tokyo. But the light of a sacred artifact shines within these fists of mine. As if to prove his statement, Jacob makes a tight fist, and a single beam of light rises up from it, seemingly puncturing the heavens. That light. That light which could pierce the sky. Could it be? There was a time when you were falling to the depths of the earth, Earthen, and I was there. Oh, is Jacob aware of our inner soul Shaitan? aka Satan. And also Sheenia seems to be aware of Jacob as an invader due to the intelligence. Or, well, it seems he's only learning about now his secret power from the missionaries to have a role pillar. Scotty may pick up, maybe picking something up that doesn't leave you half closed, or is pretty thin. Could say the same thing about Umbra Tinker, but Toscalico should have an excuse of, you know, he's using a synthetic body. Falling? Jacob! I wanted to, I wanted to say... What is it, Killer? I wanted to say, I'm sorry. It was my fault. It was all my fault we lost that pass round. If only I hadn't fallen over when I did. Really, if only I hadn't come rushing to your head like that in the first place. That's always what happens to me. At the most crucial moment, I slip and I fall. I screw it all up. Dang, you're really late. What happened? Well, we were in the missionary side for the first half, since we are the cameraman, or, you know, the archivist, as it was put. We were put in their team for the first round, and it seems we won as the Warmongers because of Yoritoma's strategies of just follow your gut. Which seems like a, you know, a pretty nothing strategy, but Yoritoma's big brain was like, okay, if I tell the Warmongers to just, you know, follow their instincts, then the weak will be cold and the strong will be left over, and then that will lead to rivalries, and from there Yoritoma can take advantage of those burgeoning rivalries by doing a sneak attack out of nowhere. But yeah, we have been moved into the missionaries team now for round 2, and it seems they have a very similar strategy, but although I don't think there's any secret plan behind it, of Jacob just like face them when they're 11 and fight them. So a non-planned plan. Reminds you of a rainy days sometimes. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Omri's literally out there shirtless with a champ. Okay, Omri Tinker doesn't have an excuse at all. That's I commented on it earlier, but yeah, he really should be wearing something, especially as the MC. You really shouldn't say such thing, Gurukura. I put my all into that last round, and I lost anyway. But I lost knowing that I did my best, so I have no regrets. On the contrary, I'm actually touched to know that you were thinking of me and came to my aid, and apologized. That is love. But Jacob, Shut up, Gurukura. If you truly feel remorse, then accept that remorse into your heart and add it to the love you convey. Okay. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I understand, I think. Jacob, thank you. Alright, time for this time for sure. I'm gonna do my part and make everyone proud. You already responded to your past comment first. Of course you wouldn't get it. I don't know, you're quite the Enneagram General Joe. That's spirit, Gurumaka. Let's win this round, or lose, and you can sit in my face, I don't mind, either way. Take your hearts and fists. Alright! That's just what I'm gonna do. I'm getting kinda pumped, actually. Is this love? Am I overflowing with love? You just might be. I am glad to see you're thinking a little more positively, though, Gurumaka. Oh my god! Briefing time is now over! Everyone, please move to your positions in the field! Oh yeah, and they lost because Gurumaka fell on Jacob's face. It is now time for round 2 of the Valentine Snowball fight, with no doubt continuing the spectacular showing from round 1. And our combatants have arrived on the field once again, thoroughly briefed and ready for action. Let's give our best wishes to both sides and continue to deliver our biggest cheers for everyone to fight with all their might. Woohoo! Yeah. Vamos! That's the kind of cheer I'd like to hear. Thank you all for your infectious enthusiasm and support. The rules of the round 2 are unchanged. Striking opponents with snowballs get you points. However, this time around, the field is a bit different. As you can see, we are quite literally in the thick of it now. With all the foliage, it may be tough to find your footing, and visibility is greatly reduced. How will this impact things? I, for one, cannot wait to find out. So, let's get on with it, shall we? Is your snow tank filled and ready to go? Are you prepared to rain down a snowy apocalypse on your rivals? Then the round 2 is ready to commence. The countdown begins once again. Now! 10 seconds to start. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Go! This is gonna be quite the round. Allies become enemies, enemies allies. I feel love. And they're off! This time around, the first move once again seems to be... God, I'm voicing Om to take over everyone else a lot more. The love that flows in these veins knows no bounds, my good warmongers. Let us see what happens this time when my love meets your determination. The sparks will be glorious. Yep, same as last time. It's everyone's favorite runaway tank of love, Jacob! Coming in contact with the enemy. Repeat, we're coming in contact with the enemy now. Roger that. Commence the operation. Fire, fire! Overrun with numbers! Maintain your distance. Don't let them get too close. Just like expected. They've adapted their tactics. They've come to understand the ways of outboxing as well. What incredible focus! It seems the warmongers aim to center it squarely on our star missionary, Jacob. Jacob, watch out! You need to fall back. There are 2 men for each take. I can take him. Thank you for your concern. I may have flown a bit too close to the sun indeed. It really is impressive to see everyone going after Jacob like that. And with such perfect discipline and organization too. I guess this is what it means to have a national strategy. They may be the enemy, but I've got to give credit where it's due. The warmongers are making a far more coordinated effort than this round 1, really backing their opponent into a corner. Just what I expect from you, Yoritomo. Perfectly accurate, perfectly precise. Your words of praise are duly noted, Commander. They're not entirely meant as such. These tactics. They are bland, predictable, they're effective but they lack character. So it's not just the briefing in which Susie conducted with more passion and heart, but the fight itself then. I'm merely doing what must be done, even despite this being a pointless game. There are 2 figures in this battle who must be cut down first and foremost. I think you know exactly who I mean. Of course. In that regard, your strategy is flawless. A bit overly so. That's the problem. Is he talking about Jacob and me? You've turned this into an easy win for us. But an easy win lacks a certain appeal. It lacks intrigue. Well, what would you have me do? My brother is among your opponents, so I'm not enthused by an easy victory myself. Oh, interesting. That being the case, it seems to me that maybe there's some fun to be had with you in this event after all. If anyone can change the course of sure thing, it would be he. Perhaps we should have an audience with them on field. That does seem more your style, traipsing into enemy-occupied territory. And I think I know just the spot. You intend for me to stroll into the battlefield from its empty outskirts? Well, in this game, I suppose I am your pawn. Indeed. And there is no better time present than the present too. He's already gone. Let's see how well you deal with this, missionaries. And how many antacids I'll need to calm my stomach before it's true. Okay. He's not just ready, he actually has a worry issue. The warmongers are successfully holding Jacob down, but what's this? Another group is nearing the enemy. Sending all the resources to one single point is quite daring. I've learned much in the ways of tactical warfare today. There's the old stick in Malino. No, you're not wrong. Even he can't last forever under these conditions. Things really have gotten a bit more interesting, haven't they? Indeed. I'm a bit ashamed of my inability to contain the excitement I feel. Now then, here's what we need to do. A surprise attack where the formation is at its weakest. It's our only chance, I think. Let's not tarry. I'll do all that I can to realize some small portion of love he preaches. Our flanks! They're coming in from our flank side! Don't panic. There's just small sort of forces here that... Well now, missionaries have taken upon themselves to strike back. Seems they couldn't turn the other cheek forever. Arrange and retreat. The foundation of effective combat. Surprised that Omnitree is not in this battle. Like, he makes a good MC, but like, you know, he would be good now too. And hopefully it turns the tide at least a bit in our favor. Lord Arsalan. I'm afraid no wool was pulled over our eyes. We've been ready and waiting for this very move. The question is, how ready are you? Taratoma of the Warmongers. Creating an intentional gap in your defense in order to lure the enemy in quite intricate play. I must admit, I'm impressed. Your gimmick is now well suited to this dense underbrush, Counselor. I would advise you not to advance too far ahead. I'm counting on you to cover me, Gassiori. This formation will leave a number of vulnerabilities for us all, but we must endure. That's for sure. I know we're trying to keep those occupied, but it surely is leaving us short-handed. It's a good experience to have in our own way, however. I'm content simply following my orders as given. Let's see you coming around, Gassiori. Come then, we have to move. The state of the battle is ever undulating. Whatever the advance, I retreat, and then counter. Then both sides have dug in their heels. Such finely crafted battle lines, and with each one is helping define them with an indomitable mindset of their own. You mustn't take your eyes off the action even for a moment, amigos. Huh? Say, there are new developments even now. There are too many of them. If you just charge in, we're toast. Maybe you could hide out in a thicket? Locked in the sight of many foes, dodging every snowball and becomes increasingly likely. It seems my foresight was lacking. But if you can't hide here until the match is over, the match is over either. How about I go out there and serve as a decoy? If we're going to go with the decoy strategy, do you mind letting me do the honors? That is true, he did do something like that with Perrin before. You sure? You don't have to do this. Master Shinya, it's quite alright. I can make do as is, and force their hand. I'm a much better choice for a decoy. I mean, I stand out more, don't I? Besides, you're like... I appreciate what you're trying to say, Gunmaka. And Jacob. And Arathan, really, thank you. But I want to do this. Let's just say, I've got something in mind. I don't know how much time I'll be able to buy you, but I'm quite certain I can buy you a little. Use it to get to Yoritomo. Ooh, going straight for the head, huh? If that's what you really want, Chinya, I trust your good judgment. Good luck. Thanks. And I want you to know that I'm having a blast right now. Participating in an event with everybody like this, and even commiserating a loss, has been amazing for me. That's why I want to do this. It's something I know I can do. And later, I know we'll all be looking back and laughing all about it. After you go out there and they notice me, get moving, and win this round. Understood. We'll do as you suggest. Good luck, Master Shinya. Shinya, you're like a superhero right now. Matter of respect, man. Knock him dead. What's this? Shinya has rushed out into the field on his own. Seems a bold yet reckless move. What is he up to? Hey, everyone! You all are enjoying the event? I'm really hoping I can make friends with y'all. Oh my god, OP powers. No. The council warned us about this. I thought I was prepared. This smell is so radiant. I could get lost in those eyes. Shinya, you're just hearing his name makes my heart skip a beat. My apologies to you all, but I'm going to claim your points now. No hard feelings. I've been given a gift, have I? I don't like this gift. I've never liked it. Oh, he's using it intentionally now. But you're just about the only person who's ever disliked me, and you've told me to explain it. So, Housamo, here goes nothing. Oh no, the ship is real. The Housamo Shinya ship. Onward, Cupid, to victory. Well, now's our chance. Come on, you two. You've got the Shinya. So he can use it. He uses his roll unintentionally. I didn't realize he can, like, focus his roll like that too. All right, let's unleash this fist of love and go wild. All right, we're not gonna lose this time. It is humbling to finally stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Confident and enthused, I'm thrilled to consider what awaits us. The gong is sounded and our victory awaits us. Let us be off, good McClaw, and Arthin to our destinies. He turned on their synth mode. Yeah. He's like, now I shall be turning on my Riz. Also, God, I'm fucking thirsty too. So tired. And hungry. Honestly, I'm eager for this story, this stream to end because I really want to eat. I should have eaten beforehand, but I was working on the new video for the scripts for the new video for the new evolutions, which came out in there and blindsided me. Imagine, now I have to redo all my effort for 6 units I already covered. I mean, they're all good, except for searchers, but still. Alright. Part 2 of episode 3. Let's do this. There are new skill evolutions, yeah. There are, in fact, they released a shit ton, and most of them are quite amazing. Well, they're not game-changing, but they turned a bunch of really shit, never-used units into actually usable for modern-day content, which I think is, like, pretty cool. Everyone in the pickup banner got an Evo. This is a tale from when we were in Aoyama Guild together. Ooh, one of the loops. We cried together. We laughed together. We had the same desire to express our love to others, and we bonded over that commonality. It seemed as though those lovely Tokyo days would go on forever, until the time came they didn't, until the Fire Nation attacked. I can still recall that day. I can recall how I tried to reach out to you, but you were just beyond my grasp. Oh, I see. So he did take a more active role back then, which is why he seemed a lot more passive in the main story. I can remember the ground you were standing on with me rupturing beneath your feet, and you tumbling down into the depths of the earth. It was like a scene right out of the sacred texts, like fall from grace of the most famous among Eden's archangels, Chiton. And somehow these fists of mine, love reaching out even into the trees of life itself, simply could not find their way to you. But I understand why now. It's all so clear. The light that resides in these fists is that once possessed by the angel Uriel. And the hierarchy of the angel's powers in Eden is absolute, which means Uriel's fists are simply not adequate to save you. I see. So essentially the idea is, the one that cast down Shaitan himself, I don't believe it was another angel who did it. Rather, it was God, you know, the Abrahamic God. And because Jacob derives his power from an angel, you know, an angel's powers can't overwrite God's power. So that's why he couldn't save us. I think that's the idea. Only my eyes could follow you off that precipice and into the blackness below. My sense could never extend so far. Let's go, Cupid. This time, we're raining arrows down on them. Amazing! Genius solo move, which I previously stated to be reckless, now seems to be anything but! Before those surrounding him have a chance to use their items, Shinny has escorted point after point with his own dual pistols. You want me? Just come and get me. Though I can't help but feel a little conspicuous. When firing, Cupid, you have to draw as much attention our way as possible. I think not, Reserve Representative Olympus. The Scholarly Book of the Warmongers. I sure figured my power wouldn't have any effect on you because of your reflective buff. It's hard for one's heart to skip a beat or to feel a jolt of passion in one's bones when one possesses neither heart nor body. Of course, even if that weren't the case, what echo of a heart I have belongs to another. Your power could never override that. Tell me though, what does it make you feel knowing that your points are earned not through combat skill but deception? Oh, no psychological warfare. I don't wield these powers because I wanted them. In fact, if I could give them up, that would be a dream come true. There's a new chubby angel that got released this year. I can't wait. I don't know which one you're referring to. Maybe it's the fat goat angel. I don't know. I didn't realize they're an angel. Ooh, Tezboo. He's okay. But, yeah, he's not my favorite. This is the only way I know how to live, though. And right now, I have no intention of conceding victory to the likes of you. I'll be losing here today. Despite how I may seem, I'm apparently feeling rather combative. That suits me just fine. Allow me to be your opponent then, Shinya Tanoji. I'll show you a fight unlike any other you've ever known. So intense we may just crush each other to dust in its wake. Bring it on. We're locked and loaded. You ready, Cupid? Here we go! Goes in some promo art? Must have missed it. I can't predict the moves at all! Oh, what in the world is going on? Somebody please tell this is just a bad joke. Our humblest apologies, Your Excellency, but we're taking heavy fire. Company, retreat! We actually managed to cut through, but there's still so many left. It's like they just sent everyone our way. Huh? If you two alone are still taking them down with ease, I can hardly believe it. I think you're starting to convert me. Do not let your guard down, however. I can still sense some considerable resistance all around us. You can sense some? How? Are you able to see so much without being able to see? I just realized. Gundam Color debuted in an event, kind of like Jamboree Aizen, where Jamboree Aizen debuted as a kind of a representative from another guild to provisionally join this guild. I think he's not actually part of the missionaries on a full-time basis. He joined them from the Umamichi Academy, presumably the gurus. But it's kind of interesting because he debuted in this straight up, so his base version just has associations with missionaries as a result, even though he normally wouldn't be with them. I let my fists guide me. Fists. They got me to those opponents who are in need of my love. Love. They blow me over with love, and I follow my ascension wherever it may lead. And inevitably, it leads to my next target. And then I show them my fists and give them my love. Wow, you sure say fists and love a lot. Love sure ain't a force to be messed with, huh? But then my old master always did say to see passion over enlightenment. That's part of why I decided to transfer to the missionaries. And it seems like you made the right choice. Is it a full-time transfer? The love seemed a little overpowered. I guess in a sense, but still. Will he find me too, Jacob? You still don't know much about Gundam Color, so I'm interested in hearing his backstory when it does come. I will give it this. Even though there's not really any real conflict in this, it has a lot of... I already mentioned this. It has very strong guild development, inter-guild development with the characters, as well as... they actually, wrote decently Tantomo as well as Yorichamo so far. Not Yorichamo. Jacob. In fact, I gave Jacob his own tiny backstory from a different loop, which is not something we very often get. And in addition to that, I do think it was nice they completely skipped over making, as a result of making like a simple story without no real conflict, they skipped over making Gurmiko the main antagonist entirely. So it seems like he's just his own thing right now, just enjoying the fun. I'm still interested in hearing his backstory, of course, but we'll get to it, I'm sure. But of course, these fists are always feeling about for you, Tarzan. For me, no matter how much love I put into the search, I always just still seem to slip and fall. And I haven't been much help here either, so I've been wondering how I'd ever face my Ubumichi classmates again after this. Okay, so it's a provisional base, but it's not permanent. Well, I don't know about that. That's just... School versus guild is a different matter. That is not true at all, good. In this world, everyone has some partner or another to play without fail. Oh, you're in for a surprise, you'll like, I think. I see. I guess a number of you have already read the story. Quite fast readers. I mean, I'm kind of a slow reader, honestly. This is like already almost a week since the event first released. But I was busy with the you know, the analysis and all that. Give me a break. No, it totally is true, Jacob. Try as I might, I just can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Pardon the non-rebuttal, but I'm going to need you both to take heed. I'm sensing a considerable presence ahead, devoid of love. Devoid of love. I believe it's a group of warmongers intent on rounding us up, finishing what the others could not. That's not good. What do we do, Jacob? Same blind as we were before then. Fortunately, unlike a typical resistance force, this is more like a newly focused rebellion in the process of forming. If we can infiltrate the ranks before it takes hold, then we can fight amongst them without fear of a counterattack. I see! Sounds perfectly unreasonable! How someone as clumsy as I am supposed to pull off something like that? You don't need to worry, I'll go it alone, stand and clear a path for you to follow. All you need to do is wait for the right moment, then come back from there. Can you do that? I'm not very useful at all, Jacob, am I? That is patently untrue. I only regret that I haven't the words properly conveyed to you just how valuable you are. Please forgive my inability to say what needs to be said, particularly at a crucial juncture like this. It's simply hard for me to manage my strained mind when I'm fighting shoulder to shoulder with Arathan. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You never did say what you were so into me. You were called something, but what was it? Well, there is something you have no memory of, but it's only natural you wouldn't, so it's best you not worry about it. What's important is, the love I give is from my own heart. I do not seek love from others. Okay, so that's a tiny bit of explanation for people who are not this far into the main story yet, for whatever reason, but have decided to play the story. Because it is a spoiler about loops. They don't say the L word, the loop word, but they say, you know, you just forgot about it. Big enough, I suppose it helps. You've completely lost me, but I sense a deep love in your words. Posing like a heavyweight boxer. Jacob, I don't fully understand everything, but I do know that there are some things that you can't quite do. And I know how that feels. I know what it's like to want to do something so badly, but you can't ever seem to pull it off. So, let's take this chance. Worst case scenario, you can use me as a shield. You shouldn't say that, Gunko. You're better off as a pillow. We can succeed together here. I want to be a part of this too. Looks like you're stuck with us, Jacob. So let's get to it. This time we'll succeed. As you wish. Let us face together the barrage of snowballs that await and prove our faith and love. Oh, it seems Jacob has made his move, trying his best to escape encirclement. And he's making a beeline straight for the enemy encampment. He's forcing a showdown now. Enemy approaching. Repeat, enemy approaching. Begin the operation. Fire! Fire! Let's get this round in the bag, everyone. I'll never be able to do this all. It's over, missionaries. Oh dear, it seems Jacob's movements have been anticipated. A large number of hostiles are closing in fast. Joe, Jacob's gonna be in this event quite a lot. You really don't need to yell every time he shows up. Yeah, the absolute barrage of Snowballs targeting him is more than even Jacob may be able to take. This could be the end. I can take you all. Please, you know I never leave a mission undone. And there are still so many of you in need of my love. So for as long as I'm here, it's you who are in the crosshairs. Behold, I shall use the same strategy again. If you're to be a guest here, I am a guildmaster, then I shall have to ensure you're properly attended to. Your Tomo is joining the infantry of all things. This could be bad, Jacob. No worries. I never fall for the same trick twice. I feel like a million debuffs is just inflicted on me right now. Between thirst and like lack of oxygen and hunger. And even a bit of exhaustion. Jeez. I need to finish this stream fast. I'm impressed you were able to survive such a perfectly timed attack. You remind me quite a lot of a certain someone else. Rather than cowering at the shadows in the front lines, I've been hoping to capture the enemies there ahead and end this quickly. But it seems it won't be quite that easy, will it? No matter. All forces, concentrate fire on Jacob. Forget the others. Now's the time. Get in fire, good one, color, Nathan. Right. I can do this. Don't trip. And if you trip on me, your trip was clear, not messing around. Aren't you getting something, brother? Revised orders. Do not, under any circumstances, allow Aerith to get near me. I'm dead. Thoughts on the event? I'll give them at the end, although I already periodically do them. Mostly it's consistent with my first set of thoughts from the first stream. But I'll add on based on this so far. After. Time and time again, pain and sadness have descended upon this Tokyo in instances too great to count. Yet the reason I've been able to keep up on moving forward despite it all is that, on that day when you fell, you had a smile on your face. And it's Jacob again, because it is his chapter. You were smiling right up to the end. How would that be? Even now I don't understand. Perhaps I need to watch more shonen anime. But then, I've always had, and still do have a lot to learn. One thing I've concluded though, is that love was involved. Even if you don't remember it, love was present that day. I remember it all so vividly. It's all piled up like snow in my heart. And all I want to do is deliver the love I received back to you. With all that I am, I wish for naught but to return the favor I've been given. So Jacob really is obsessed over us. I didn't get that impression from the very first chapter. Or rather, from the chapter he first appeared in. But it seems he is no exception to, really fixating on us. And it's not because of some lore thing, but it's actually because of his past experiences with the Nucleus. I guess that sort of... That's an interesting development for Jacob. Because he's part of the missionaries, and he is a world pillar, he's very much expected to help us regularly. Unlike the Berserkers or the Tycoons, I don't think they have any world pillars. So Jacob's pretty unique in that sense in being one of the three OG guilds, but also being able to consistently help us throughout the guild. And as a result, it seems he's grown his fixation over us just from the loops. So that's a new way to, develop that sort of relationship. I like that. With all the love I have to give, and a single twist of arm, I let loose this cannon and got it straight and true. Here I come. This is gonna be the final push. Welcome to Jacob. That's done good. I'm afraid your confidence is misplaced, as no one can stand against me but my brother. Observe as I fend off your strikes. I'm getting on this action too, except I'm gonna fall again. And the substance follows, but begins rolling up into a giant snowball. Are you fucking kidding me? Jumping right between you and Jacob, directly towards the enemy. Gonna go with the Hyper K. Wait. I like how cartoonish Gunko ends up being. It's not approaching. I see approaching. It can't be. I wonder why we saw Gunko with his original skin silhouette. Now's my chance. Take this, Yoritomo. Right in the balls. Oh, my balls. Can it be? Yoritomo has been hit. I can hardly believe it. The Warmongers delegate, who's held this line this entire time, is now out! That's the end of the round! So for the second round of the Valentine Snowball fight, the team in the lead is... I'm gonna call the second Snowball ever, for real. The Missionaries! Woo! Huh? Yeah! Woo! Alright, Jacob. Move over side. I'm here to give a hug. Get over here, you big goofy Snowball. We did it! We really did it! Sorry, was I squeezing too much? You look a little squished, Jonathan. No, keep squishing. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, Gummico's so cute. Excellent work, everyone. This takes such a strategy would actually lead us to victory. I too am surprised, but very pleased with this result. Victory wrenched from the maws of the great struggle is a new path of love. Gotta say, it's tough to get a read on you, Zmanu. Don't get too carried now. Oh, well done on your end as well, Gunwikara. You played a big part in this victory, did you not? I really didn't do anything. This is all thanks to Jacob. That's untrue, Gunwikara. Though I can see it, in the end, you did something that made all the difference. I mean, he did, but to credit him for his oafishness for that is a bit much. Huh? What? What'd I do? Probably best not to let him know. Congratulations to you all as well for really kicking butt out there, Arthur. Right back at you, Shinya. So, how'd things go after we parted ways? Did you score any points? Well, I kept them busy, but I wasn't really able to gain a definitive advantage. Still, I kept them from scoring any points on their own. From that perspective, I'd say I was pretty successful. Really though, there's only one thing I want to say to you, Arthur, and that's... thank you. Thank you for believing in me, putting my everything into a snowball fight like this. Has actually been kind of fun. Huh. Now that I think about it. We kind of sped through both, talking about, what's called, the Missionaries and the Warmongers arc already. Although I guess we mostly focused so far on Jacob as well as, Shinya. Not Shinya, actually. It's Jacob as well as Town. We haven't really gotten a closer look at Shinya quite yet. So I'm not sure what's gonna entail here. Is there gonna be like a round 4 or 5 or something? Or 3 or 4 rounds? It's a lot of rounds. Putting everything into a snowball phase like this has actually been kind of fun. At first, I was wondering if it would be okay for me to participate in this sort of event. What was my situation? Rika is just a little big guy. Yeah, I could take him. But there's actually somebody here who dislikes me. Who clashes with me? Alright, here comes Shinya's fetishization when people dislike him. Probably sounds weird, but that just makes me so happy. I'm also really happy to found a new me, I guess you could say. So you feel you made good memories? Next round, let me have a shot at you. I'm making some memories with me. Well, I mean, if that's what you want, then... yeah, of course. Let's make some memories here. Looking forward to enjoying the rest of the snowball fight with you. Now, I should go find the others and thank them too. A new me, he says. I wonder if perhaps you feel the same way, as well after your contributions, Gunwikara. Huh? I still don't know what you're talking about. Oh, and he's calling for me over there. Gotta go. Sorry. Degradation Shinya found his king. I'm pretty sure he's always had the king, it's just that it doesn't get to manifest too often. As I said before, Ethan, I'm not one for words. I suspect I've caused you a considerable confusion, but I assure you, all I want to say is, thank you. Everyone really likes that word. Even if you don't remember anything about our past, I still just wanted to thank you. I don't, but I appreciate the sentiment. Message received, unclear. Kind of awkward, I can't remember. I know it is. Which is why I'm asking you to simply regard this as a personal whim on my part. That's interesting character development from Jacob, though. Definitely a lot more than I would have expected, given, you know, we got a backstory, we got, you know, something he's actually shows affection for us, and now we also learn about, like, you know, the development of how he ended up liking us through multiple loops, and his connection to Shaitan as well as angels, more clarification of his power. That's a lot, honestly. Tamamos, maybe not too much in terms of his backstory, but we did get an interesting perspective of how he, you know, feeds off of, you know, hierarchy, as well as how both those below him as well as above him. Maybe I'm getting too early in this, I'll just talk about it at the end. I hope that won't ever serve to bother you. Right now, it's more than enough to know that you accept my feelings. You, after hearing the 20 sounds, thank you. For real. Alright, it seems the match as a whole is now even, though it's not clear which side you'll be on for the final round. Oh, there's one round. Whichever side it may be, however, I will put all my love I have into the fight and ride it out to the end with you in tow. Ah, there he is. Hey, Jacob! Hmm? What is it? I've got another message for you from the sponsors. He said there's another little event scheduled to take place right away. So, I'm supposed to bring you back there with me. Sorry to put into your conversation, though. Pretty straightforward, and very busy. Kinda like Gimiko's, I guess, characterization as someone who's an in-between. Oh, that's no problem. Please do excuse me, then. You can pick up the discussion another time, Anton. In another loop. Huh? Don't worry about it. Hey, troublemaker? Seems you shook things up out again, I hear. I guess so. It wasn't really me. It was Jacob who really killed it. You could say that. I just wish I understood what makes him tick. How does he manage it? Being able to take on that many opponents all by his lonesome, it sounds like he's making a mockery of modern warfare. I'm pretty sure you said that exact phrase already. No, Counselor. Being a worthy opponent is a good thing, isn't it? To be as naive and carefree as those among the ranks and file, you can't imagine how much I struggle to arrange those troops. I wouldn't worry about that right now, Counselor. Save it for the next round. Right now, we've got better things to worry about. Well, amigos y amigas, the Valentine Snowball fight presently stands at 1 win on each side. And with neither side showing any signs of backing down, that means it's all going to come down to round 3. What? That's for tomorrow. Right now, your only concern should be eating the best sweets! Yeah, I thought that was a lot of snowball fights for one day. I mean, granted, you know, snowball fights on an instant death match should be quick, but still, there's a lot of, it's like 2 entire guilds. And enjoying the hot springs! Well, I guess that's where the special quests are. Pamper yourself in luxury tonight and return to the battlefield tomorrow. Re-energized and ready for a showdown. I can fucking feel my brain lacking oxygen. All this voice acting. I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired. Ugh. God. Okay, just to confirm, the next episode is going to be episode 4. We are going to continue that tomorrow at the same time. Let's go over to my guild and I'll lead us off. Okay, so that is it for the second stream of our 4-part stream. Thank you for joining today. What did I think about this part? So today we got a nice focus on 2 characters. It was, overall we got to see, you know, mostly Jacob as well as mostly Tantomo. I think Tantomo's part, although his backstory wasn't really explored as much as I would have liked with the whole, you know, apparently he really seeks orders, because apparently he just ended up turning that around and now he loves to give orders to both me and, well, Arthur, as well as Gundakala. Not Gundakala, Yasuyori. But I am getting a better sense of what his characterization is like, and I think that's the important part. He actually did interact with quite a few people, between Yoritomo as well as us and Yasuyori, and also just general interaction with, you know, his perspective on the guild itself. So, Tantomo with a lot of individuals as well as just strong guild sentiment. I appreciate that. On the flip side, that was the same for Jacob, where everyone was kind of ridiculing Jacob and also making fun of him, as is always the case in the passively. But we also got to see, you know, a lot of, you know, agreement among the angels and also lots of backstories between how they worked out and their loyalty, as well as Jacob's entire backstory, which is, you know, didn't have to go as far as both did, which is nice for a single episode, or a single half of an episode even, really. So very, very, very good. Story itself, I mean, I'm not surprised that the story is unimpressive, but It is just Snowball Fight. I am a bit surprised it's just Snowball Fight. There's no big bad, no evil shadow, no collision of world. But it is nice to see that they can write stories like that. Because it seems like I had the impression it would almost seem like they could only write good stories if it was something like Lowe's and they had to completely end the world every single time and there had to be something serious going on. But it's nice that they can write good stories, and it seems the way they have been able to write a good story so far is not to lean on the story itself, but to lean on the character interactions. And that is an excellent strategy that I feel has been lacking sorely so far. So I'm excited to see how they eventually develop both Shinny and more, besides strategies already, which is good, but we didn't really see his backstory yet as well. Although he already did interact a number of times with our guild and overcame some of his own doubts. And I like the burgeoning sort of affection he has for Tomo. Very strange synergy there. And we also didn't see too much of Yoritomo's own backstory of thinking, although we did see him already coordinate the entire plans in both situations, so I'm like honestly thoroughly impressed with how much they already covered all 4 units. Yoritomo is still a bit of a mystery, but he's like, even in that case, just his, characterization, being oafish and being funny and being cute and being playful and God, sit my face. Yeah, he's definitely stealing the show despite like barely doing anything. Just like in the Snowball Fight, he's just falling down and being an oath and he wins. So why not? But yeah, I like the direction. Honestly, I'm looking forward to more stories like this from LifeWonders where they decide to focus more on character development and guild interaction, especially because that's something novel that we don't really get to see too much besides for the summers. So yeah. We'll just have to see the next couple episodes next time tomorrow when it seems like they will be having their own relaxation episode. I don't know if that's just gonna last 1 episode or 2 episodes of them eating and going to lots of things. Probably 2 episodes, to be honest. We'll see though. But yeah, very impressed with how much they managed to cover in terms of characterization. Yeah, this next one. Alright, I'm Captain C then. Some good character development? For sure. The story's like pretty much non-existent, but because it's non-existent, everyone can really feed off each other and you get even weird interactions like with Shinny and Tantan, which is nice. He becomes a good fella. And thank you for watching, everyone. I am heading out now. So without further ado, have a good night and see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.